Good evening, fans of Rando, and welcome to another presentation of the Link to the Past Randomizer Open League. It is Week 2, Casual Boots, and today we have two teams that are going to go ahead and duke it out for us. We have the Red Stalfos Exterminators, represented by Moocow, and the Cowardly Dodgers, represented by Homewrecker. I am Talon116, and I'm joined in comms by Latebit. What's up, man?
This game stinks. Happy to be here and get this restream together and call this match. It should be a good one.
Yeah, we have two teams out of the Palace of Darkness division. Cowardly Dodgers with sitting at 1-1 after the co-op AD, where the Red Stalfos Exterminators are looking to grab their first win.
Yep. Homewrecker and I actually doubled up in week 1 against the Underachievers. That was a fight. It was a good one. This one should be good too.
So we're going to start with a little casual boots today. Nothing too exciting. Start with some boots and a sword, go through the standard start, and see where we go after that. Here we go.
No combo tonight, unfortunately. We got Hyrule, and that's it. Just a piece of heart in Link's house. So Casual Boots is, of course, standard start, so our runners will have to do the usual opening escape sequence. So gives us about 5 minutes to settle in. I saw pendants on Desert, and at Hera, it looked like Desert was green. I'll go give some bombs. That's nice for Kakariko after escape.
Yeah, can confirm your map check was 100% on point.
Perfect.
Yes, you are. So, yep, we're going to go through the starting point here. We're going to go get Princess Zelda, go through the escape, dump her off at the church, and then start the scene in Hull. What are we thinking we're going to find out of the escape? Anything interesting, or is it just like coins and arrows?
That's probably just ammo and money.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty bland, too. We might get lucky with, like, maybe something silly like a bow, but nothing great.
Heart container in the map chest. Nice little early health boost.
Yeah, with the ball and chain guard being notorious for ruining runs early, I'll take an extra heart, sure.
Yeah, I've just given up on sword play with that ball and chain guard. I will just two-pot him and call it a day.
Hey, whatever gets you there at the end of the day. I mean, dying is the slowest. Just don't die.
Yep.
Okay, shovel, sure. See, there we go. That's something basic. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Gives you something fun to check after the Kakariko clear out.
Oh, I forgot to start with our obligatory suck at AFG.
Seconded.
Right, excellent. Sorry, we missed that at the start. So it looks like Mooka's going to follow your method of the two-pot, where Homewrecker's going to go ahead and charge and try to cut him down. But you can see both routes take about the same.
Yep, one's just a lot more cozy than the other. All right, jailbreak.
There's an aggressive conversation in chat going on about Homewrecker's love of shields. It's been well documented.
Absolutely.
He will go out of his way to get a shield, I've heard.
Yep. As far as shield lovers in the community go, I believe the S tier is Flip Heel, Lana Bean, and Homewrecker. That's it. System appears to be down over on the moocow side of things, so we will lock in on home wrecker here.
Yeah, I got to look on his personal stream. It's still going, so it's something a little goofy over here, but we'll get it worked out.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it takes a lot of resources to put these restreams together, and things can happen beyond our control.
Yeah, there's no better time to go ahead and shout them out right now. Yonkers Wife, our restreamer, and Lady Laura Linda, the premier tracker in the community, decided to grace us with their presence.
Absolutely.
For us. So thank you both very much for taking time out of your evening for us. We appreciate it.
Yep, a couple of all-stars right there. And Moo is back with us. Looks like we can pay off Bottle Vendor and not have to come back.
Yeah, you're not. I don't think anyone's sad to see a couple $100 early just to knock that Bottle Vendor out. A bottle actually in the back would be another great little cherry on top of the cake just to finish off.
For sure.
What do you like, late bit? Do you like just immediately pushing CAC in this scenario, or are you one of those who likes to we skip it for a little while?
Most of the time I will just stick to the CAC route, but if I'm feeling like I'm against somebody that could do something unpredictable, maybe I'll try and counter that.
I'm just far too lazy. This is what I know, and that's what I'm gonna do. It would take a pretty abysmal CAC Rico to be like, no money, no bottle, no nothing. They're like, maybe I'll switch it up this time. But even with just the money they have, I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'll go do Bottle Vendor.
Yep. Yeah, the only thing that can make this better is if they dig, like, I don't know, Flute out of the Lost Woods.
Yeah. And we have simultaneous escape completions by our runners.
Nice sync right there. Oh. Moo did not realize the map of shame was in that chest and picked it up.
Nah, it might just be one of those. I see it, I clear it, because an hour down the road, I'm going to forget and want to open it anyway, so I'm fine with that. A little divergence here, though. Homewrecker going to go check the shovel immediately, while moocow takes a little more traditional route, maybe going to check Lumberjack as well.
Oh, interesting. Oh, no shovel dash. Home, please. Okay.
All right.
We'll take that.
I know I saw Mr. Ed in chat. I'm sure he's excited to see that powder.
Come on. Give a hammer for the early bat check. Make the
That's
horse
his favorite
happy.
check, I heard.
Yep. Okay, book it, race game.
Book on race. I totally whiffed the Lumberjack check.
Yeah, so did I.
All right. Good, it's not just me.
Chat, help. Was there anything on Lumberjack?
Oh, it's a sword.
Oh, dear.
I mean, unless it's a required Agassi, no one's getting that sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, to answer a question in chat, yeah, Casual Boots is just the name of this mode. It means we're going to do a standard start, which means you have to go through the escape. But to make it a little bit nicer for everybody, we're going to give you starting boots and a starting sword.
Yep. So it gives you a nice 5 to 5.5 minutes just settle in and get cozy before you go adventuring.
Yeah, this mode is a favorite amongst many because of that nice casual start with the boots and a sword. It's also a really great mode just to get learning on some execution stuff. You can focus on dash lines and routing properly because you can eliminate that moving deficit.
Oh, absolutely. Homewrecker frees the chicken from the back of the bar before he leaves. Love to see that. Blind's Hut's got some arrows. Ooh, bug net. Oh, and
There's
hammer.
that hammer.
We're getting an early powder check, baby. Okay, flippers on Bottle Vendor. Excellent. Homewrecker has fallen down the well. Moocow joins him, and inside we have second sword. And blue mail. Nice early insurance policy.
Yeah, early powder, early extra heart, early mail. Good safeties to start with, but I mean, just in general, a really good start in Kakariko. Plenty of items to play with later and now.
Yeah, this is cozy. I'm liking this seed.
So knowing that desert is a green pendant, does the book pull you that direction now, or is it one of those, like, if you see a fire source, you're just, I'm going for it? No glove yet, no fire source, so you can't get through it.
I think I make one more excursion through my Sphere 0 and 1 checks before heading that way. Maybe if you're feeling a little memey, start at Mini Moldorm Cave and work your way west and hope you spike something.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know that I rush it right now, but it's definitely at the forefront of my mind, that book kind of pulling me in that direction. Oh, Homewrecker smells that magic bat check.
Oh, let's go. Moo unfortunately does not have that powder yet, so not going to be a play that we're going to see on that side just yet.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they run back right after getting it. I would guess not. Just grab it the next time you're in the area.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yes. Required arrows.
Yep. It's practically go mode.
Mr. Ed, bow to your god. You know.
The horse fears the bat, always.
Right, I guess we'll see home and probably run up this way and check the two spots in the Lost Woods, then we'll see where they want to roam.
If we pulled a glove or a flute up to this point, this would be a nice play up the mountain after this, but no such luck, unfortunately. Moo's going to go ahead and get that powder.
Oh yeah, Arisha are giving an interesting point with that book. Maybe home gives us a ped check.
Nope.
Nah. Way to not be cool, Homewrecker. Yeah, and Moocow is gonna head back and check that magic bat now.
Enjoy your arrows, even though you can't actually take them because you're already capped out.
Just leave him there for later. You can come back and pick up. Oh. Okay. That's an interesting choice after having walked that far, deciding to tap out.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
I agree. I feel like once you've made that decision... I mean, the general rule of rando is once you've decided, you kind of have to stick with it at that point.
Yep. Probably going to see double South Shore plays here now. Yep.
We heard you like some safety, so here's some more safety. Just give him a bottle with a fairy at this point.
Well, they gave us the bug net. We probably have to catch our own.
That's a good point.
So
there's a glove. Now we're talking.
Oh, soggy glove. That's going to feel bad on the hand, but it's useful.
Moocow gonna go ahead and get their map check in, see what they want to do with it. The call to desert's a little bit louder now with that glove, but still no fire source.
Yep.
Well, the call is loud enough though. Moocow gonna head that direction.
Oh, spicy. And home's probably, yep, going to head for Mini Moldorm Cave and probably just continue to Ice Rod Cave.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think I like Homewrecker's play a little bit better here. Play some density for a fire source first. But, I mean, a lamp or a fire rod could just be sitting on the inside of desert.
Yep.
And that mushroom is interesting. Oh well.
Yep, there's that fire source. And Zora money. And the mirror. Oh, dear.
I know we were talking about it before, but Desert would be screaming at me now.
Yeah.
I definitely do the water checks, especially with boots, but I would be beelining it for Green Pendant Desert now.
Yep, for sure. Now, one option here with that glove is to go up the mountain out of logic, because with hammer and mirror, East DM is in play.
That's a great point. Yeah, I didn't even consider that. But yeah, all that check in Paradox just sitting there for you. Okay, well.
But then you'd miss out on that bow on right side desert. Nice pickup there.
If there's nothing else on the Green Pendant or in Desert, that's a great call for moocow.
No water walk? Home, come on.
It's probably saving it, especially not having the Moon Pearl.
That's true.
Or at least trying to. Flippers are going to make that pretty irrelevant. I forgot they had the flippers.
Yep. Yep, Kakariko was very kind to us.
So if Homewrecker decides to go to Desert after this before going to the eastern area, we'll be able to turn that Green Pendant in one trip. Nice boots. Whereas moocow, if there's something on that Green Pendant or on Lanmolas, we'll have to come back.
Right.
I could see a Moon Pearl sitting on Lanmolas. I really could.
Home, please. You just lost his water walk for no reason. Moo's excursion into Cape on Hylia Island. Okay. Moo's excursion into Desert is done. He's gonna close out at Agina. Batman strats, love it. There's our bottle at Waterfall Ferry. And Agina just has a piece of heart. Welcome Raiders from Ty Various' stream. Hope you had a good stream. You have walked in on a Link to the Past randomizer open league match. This is casual boots between Cowardly Dodgers and Red Stalfos Exterminators, and we're about 16 minutes in. So, a lot of rando left to be played. Welcome in.
Yeah, that lamp just hanging out on Zora's ledge. All the fire you could want now. I wonder if moocow is going to feel bad seeing this fire out here shortly, having already dipped into the desert.
Yeah, that's gonna be a feels bad moment. And now with this lamp, I think the mountain play is probably screaming much louder.
Yeah, for Homewrecker, I think you go to the mountain here. We have hindsight on a bow, but yeah, I feel like the mountain's definitely the call. moocow grabbing their plethora of items. It's been a very front-loaded scene. Lots of good stuff. And, even when you hit Dark World, there's Pod completable now, there's Thieves Town, there's Skullwoods. You can get into Swamp. You may not want to, but you can.
Josh asking in chat why moocow is not in Eastern right now. That's a good question. I think it's just a matter of keeping a clean route here. I don't think he wants to leave anything unturned before heading to that region and clearing it out.
Yeah, and before moocow had gone into Mini Moldorm Cave, completing Eastern was still out of logic without a fire source. Doable. Most runners have no problem doing that. It's one of the first dark areas we learn, but still not in logic. And if you're looking to stick to that, then clearing some density now makes a lot of sense. But most scenes, you're not going to skip Mini Moldorm Cave. So fitting it in before a dungeon, even if you gain another heart, another sword, half magic, there's a lot of things that make it even easier. So I'm not against it.
Home picks up his bow out of right side desert. And Moo is about to hop into the whirlpool and get a bottle and a lamp.
Yeah, Homewrecker already having that mirror, able to use it to get through desert a little more clean.
Yep. Yeah, we should note that Josh is a member of Cowardly Dodgers, so any questions he asks are most likely loaded. Of course,
Sounds
I am
like
also
someone else I know. Yeah,
I am also on Cowardly Dodgers, so you know, I'm doing my best to be impartial here.
I'm impartial and unbiased. I'm friends with both runners equally and will mock them as I see fit.
Wouldn't be a restream if we weren't razzing the runners a little bit.
Man, if you're not doing comms for your friends just to razz on them, what are you doing comms for? Alright, so this will be some new stuff. Homewrecker going to go in the back of desert, having that fire source and a glove. Going to be able to clear off Len Molis and get the green pendant before heading to the eastern area.
Yeah,
If there's something here, it's going to be a hot minute before Moo gets back there.
Yeah, this came together really nicely for Homewrecker.
I will say again, it feels like Len Molis or the green pendant's going to be the pearl. It just kind of feels like it's been pushing this direction. Alright, get ready everyone for Homewrecker's sick NMG strats with the bow on Lanmo, I'm sure of it.
Oh, he went back to get an extra fire rod shot. Oh, coward. On brand. Homewrecker had the shovel out there for a second. I thought we were going to see some never before seen strats there.
Yeah, Homewrecker pulled a MacGyver and used literally everything in his arsenal to take on the Len Molis, but does get it down. Grabs that green pendant in the first dungeon clear. We'll see if that green pendant leads to anything.
We're just about out of fetch quest items, so can't really be any meme items there, unfortunately, but we'll see what it does turn up.
So we have moocow digging through Eastern. Didn't see anything exciting in Saha and only found the map so far, so gonna keep pushing through this dungeon. This is a crystal, they have a bow and a light source, so this is all in logic. I would be willing to bet Home probably heads this way pretty quick too.
Yeah, I mean that's a juicy number of checks up there on the mountain, but as Josh said a few minutes ago, A, B, C, D, always be clearing dungeons, specifically crystal dungeons. Oh, but first he wants to turn this mushroom in.
Yeah, Home gonna go complete a drug deal real quick. Yeah, that Josh Bittner in chat, that's a great point, too. Home, having the mirror and everything to beat Pod as well, may just be thinking, if I can find the Pearl early, I'll just combo Pod Eastern together. That's a great shout.
Yeah, that early mirror always presents that as a nice possibility. And it's another bottle at the potion shop. So I think we've got about all the bottles we're going to need. Both these runners should be pretty comfortable with this loadout. Here we go.
Oh,
Aw.
all right. I would have taken the bait, so rip me. But yeah, Green Pendant Lambo just being a horrible bait for Homewrecker, and hopefully, it might work out in Boo's favor that they didn't have a fire source. Let's see if they get sucked back in, though. Having already dipped it and getting one item, hopefully not, but I could also just see that being one of those things. The second the seed starts to dry up, you start panicking. Oh no, I could have had that early.
Yeah, once it dries up, we might see a panic ped check, and that green pendant could still matter in that regard. I don't know about playing this track in the easiest dungeon in the game. Ninja Gaiden is an impossible game. Eastern, pretty basic. But I am absolutely nodding along. Moo setting up for the quick kill on the Armos. Very nicely done.
Absolutely crushes it. Eastern, though, not having anything that's close to an answer, so off we move.
Yeah, the mountain is probably just a bonanza at this point.
Well, I'm waiting for something silly like the old man just has the hook shot, and it's an Agaseed. I mean, that requires the pearl would have to be, or something leading to the pearl being on the pyramid, so meh.
Barf.
Yeah, gross, right?
And it looks like that's probably where Moocow's headed.
Yeah, definitely not something I would be rushing right now, but the mountain definitely feels like it's the call.
Unless we forget, another pendant awaits up there, so, you know, ped lovers, you might be closer to rejoicing than you realize.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a pendant. I thought Hero was a crystal. My bad.
Nope.
Yeah, checking the pedestal's not that hard once you hit Dark World. With having the mirror and the fire rod to complete Skull Woods, it's a simple mirror after there, so I wouldn't be checking it till then now either.
Right. Oh, look, more health. That is 7 hearts and blue mail, 27 minutes in. This is pretty cozy. Okay, Bombos up on Spec Rock. We'll be grabbing that in just a moment here. Just a red boomerang inside Spec Rock. Probably not going for that, but that Bombos is very tasty.
Yeah, rip best boomerang. He will not be seeing this scene.
Yeah. Feels bad. And Holmes steps into Armos's chamber. What Okay, this is a different quick kill setup.
Oh, he had a good setup going too. He just faced through. Oh, rip shield.
Yep.
That's one step to Homewrecker's happiness.
Yep. Homewrecker picks up his crystal. Meanwhile, Moo steps into Hera. Big key in the basement cage. So basement could very well be skippable here. We'll see.
It's going to be one of those crazy scenes where you're basically going to have the entire light world clear before you ever touch dark world. All the dungeons are going to be cleared, all the overworld checks. It's kind of nuts.
Yep. It's been so long since I've done Hera the Intended Way that I forgot these rooms were a thing.
Oh, Homewrecker reminding us with that bottle can now check Sick Kid.
Oh. And we took that poor kid's medicine money.
Maybe a vanilla pearl, maybe? We have not seen an item yet.
Nope, that is 2 dungeon items in the big key, so very likely there's an item in the basement. Oh, we looks like we're getting a ped check over on Homewrecker's side. He's got that itch. Oh,
Rip.
bombs. Sorry, chat. We tried.
Yeah, that's an interesting time to check that. Knowing you can be Skull Woods and can just mirror from the back, that's quite the choice to make that run. After checking Sick Kid, I get it. Oh, Moldorm taking no prisoners, just straight bull rushing Moo.
Immediate headbutt.
Nice hammer hitbox on that tail hit. That was nice.
Yep. Some nasty patterns in that second round, but Moo handled it very well, and we'll pick up another pendant. And there's, yep.
You're missing the pearl. You gotta check, right?
Hmm.
Do you do the east side, and if it's nothing, you come back? Because you can go down from Spike Cave and back up through Paradox. Then
Yeah.
there's nothing left at that point.
Yeah, I think I could clear out East DM and then come right back.
Tyler Salt's personal campaign against the book, well documented, and once again affirmed in this seed.
Well, Bombo's tablet could still matter. Not likely, but it could.
Sounds like a non-believer. Now, I feel like with so few checks left and so much still to go, I feel like this is the right play. I think checking it, especially with the mirror to get out early or get out easily, this is the call.
Yeah, like I said, I would probably be clearing out the east side first because it's very easy to get back here. But either play is defensible. Oh, Homewrecker, no.
Step one. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like both plays work in this scenario. I don't know that one is better than the other.
Look how happy he was. Those were slashes of happiness.
Now if Home doesn't do Hera Basement, he's going to be right. Reset. Reroll.
Yeah. The seed stinks. Okay, he wants no part of upstairs in Hera. Okay, that's
Well, it being a pendant, worst case scenario, you just go, and if you find the hook, it's much faster. I like this play.
yep.
And knowing that the pedestal is dead, yeah, why not?
Yeah, plus these 8 checks have been screaming out for the
There we
past,
go.
I don't know, 15 minutes.
All right, finally grabbing that pearl. Yeah, Josh's play to decide to go to the mountain before Eastern really would have paid off here. You were right.
Meanwhile, Moo's going to investigate Paradox Cave. Oh, dear. Moo, you need some bombs.
Uh-oh.
So does Homewrecker, for that matter. Okay, he wisely realizes, yes, I need bombs, and he's going to utilize the shop inside Paradox Cave to pick up a pack. All right, top of Paradox has Quake. Money. A little bit of love and the
Oh,
mitts.
no, don't. Okay, I was like, whoa. Those mitts, you could do a little bit more up here. I'm sure their brain was already thinking Dark World, you know what I mean? Like, they were already the next step, so that mitts didn't quite connect quite quick enough.
Yeah.
Well, suddenly our Dark World just got crazy open.
Yeah, this is wide open now. It could come down to just who decides to go where now.
So, Leapit, I will let you be the first to tell us your wisdom. Where do you go? Hype Pod? Hype Ice Palace? Do you start with Skullwood, Steamstown, Smith Chain, and go rope it around? Like, what's the play here? I mean, you could do anything.
Yeah. I would like to see a map check to get a little bit more information, but in a vacuum, I probably start at Skull, knock that out, and just work my way south.
Yeah, I like that. I am definitely going to be a hype go pod in this scenario, unless it's a pendant. And then, yeah, I would do hype and then work my way back to Vu and up in that scenario if I found out pod was the last pendant. Ether for TR. Last pendant is Skull Woods. Red's at... we have vanilla red pendant, or red crystals, too.
Oh, that's an interesting layout. Yeah, with Pendant Skull, I think your play probably gains significantly more value.
Yeah, I definitely am pushing Hype Cave into pod. Probably even the Ice Palace after that, too. Just get both of those out of the way.
Super Bunny does not have the goods. Moocow is going to give us a peek at the first chest of Hookshot Cave. Just some money.
Yeah, I don't know either runner's proclivities for hovering. I don't know if Home can or not. I don't think Moon can, but I don't know.
Yeah, I am pretty confident Moo cannot, and I don't believe Home can either. Oh, he's going to try. That
He
went
tried.
about as well as about as well as one of my attempts.
Yup, same here. Yeah, I like... Okay, yeah, here's Homewrecker. Just doing Spike Cave, probably?
And this is in logic with that burner that got picked up, so this is a good play.
Yeah, good call on Home's part to remember. That's why you're up here. Just... Alright, you're done with the mountain. You never have to come back to. You're ready to do TR now.
Yep. Front of Hype Cave is $50. Back is a heart container, some arrows, 3 bombs, and ether.
Okay, well, ether is required for TR. I'll give it a 3.
Yeah. Maybe a 4 if you feel squishy and just think you still need health.
Yeah, had Super Bunny not had a bomb pack, maybe it'd have been a little bit better for bombs.
Is this a pyramid play, or are we going to pod? Pyramid.
Yes. I think you're going to get both. So our runners, in a roundabout way, have done basically the same thing at the same time. The difference being home cleared desert for the green pendant for nothing, whereas moocow dipped it and then left to complete Hera for nothing.
Yep.
And here we are. And normally in a casual boot scene, you'd be looking at 38 minutes for Dark World access. You'd be kind of panicking, but I mean, there's almost nothing left in the Light World. They did
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing. Homewrecker going. What was he
Gonna
picking up
grab
here?
that cape.
Oh, the cape. Yeah.
Again, I feel like that's another heads-up call. If there's something on bumper ledge, you're good now.
Yep. And plus, there are situations where the cape is just better than Burna. So, good to have options.
Oh, baby, home.
Oh, this is spicy.
Yeah, I feel this is aggressive. You don't have a hook or the cane.
Oh. This is spicy. But I will say Ice Palace seems like it's had the goods more often than not lately, so maybe
Yeah, I would
off.
agree with that call. And home has at least one, probably two greens in the pocket, so he's got potions to spare.
Yep, I believe he has 2.
Oh, Moo. Moo tried to block delete in a dungeon.
Oh, you can't do that.
He's just doing it so the rest of us learn. Who among us has not done such things? I have. In Swamp, and it was awful.
Oh, oh, the worst. Stalthos Basement just has another key. Front of pod logically has to be pretty loaded with keys. It's generally 4, but it could be 5 or even 6.
You know, I've never seen this 6. I've seen a couple 5s, but I've never seen a 6.
I believe I've seen 1 6, but that was like 3 years ago. It's very rare.
And in response to chat, good luck, homie beer.
But also suck at beer.
Okay, seeing a second item in the front, we know that the vanilla big key space is just another key, so Moo can dodge that if he remembers.
No hook shot for this room, unfortunately, so it's either take a bot from the fire bar or be a coward. And we, being on brand, we chose coward. Nice pin gator kill there.
Yeah, nice bomb strats from Homewrecker there.
It's like we may have ad syndrome over on Homewrecker's side this time. So
Homewrecker, really?
hey, we didn't we didn't rip Moo a new one for it. So let's what happened to that impartiality that we were supposed to show?
Stop being right. No one likes to show off.
Back of pod is looking pretty bad, but that's our 6 keys. So the rest is either dungeon items or regular items. Tracker's telling us it is not ads for Homewrecker. He's just has bad internet tonight, I suppose. All right, into the dark maze we go for the big key.
Yeah, Moo doing a great job keeping track of his pod key logic, knowing that Suicide Hallway had to be a key as well. All right, 2 more items, one on the boss and one on the big chest.
Very healthy seed. So it looks like we'll be leaving 2 small keys behind forever and just heading for Helma here.
Just a small reminder for those that may or may not be restreamed in the future. Turn your ads off. Do us a solid.
Yeah, I believe some of the larger uh, networks like Speed Gaming and ZSR have turbo, so it does not affect those. But I don't believe ALTTPR League does. So yes, please cut your ads off. Chat's telling us that apparently home used MacGyver strats in ice as well as desert. So
It's
good on
just
him.
everything in the arsenal: shovel, hammer, sword, ice rod, whatever you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah, we're
Net.
we're told the net was used. Yes, love it, love it.
Chat's the best part.
Yep. That's why we love doing this for you guys. Certainly not for this stinky game.
I'm just using the fire rod to power through the shell of. Oh, it gets icicled. Everything gets off a little bit now.
Yeah.
Yep, gonna spam that fire rod to get as much out of it as they can. Thought they might use bombos to crack the shell, but like I said, plenty of green potions in the pocket.
Yeah.
Nice double spin and a hammer. There, got it. Great fight.
Yep.
Okay,
A little bit of MacGyver in that fight as well, just jumping from the hammer to spins. Just a little bit of everything. Helma doing his typical terrible RNG, but Moo gets him down.
Yep, good fight on Moo's part 2, just pushing through it. 2 more crystals, 1 for each runner. Probably going to see Homewrecker head that way. Doesn't look like there's anything in their inventory that looked new.
No.
And we didn't see anything come out of pod either, so nothing really moving the chains.
Looks like Holmes probably heading for pod himself.
Yeah, great shout out by chat too, seeing that it is a Samaria locked ice palace.
Oh, jeez. So that could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to get a King's Tomb check here from moocow.
Why not? Yeah, probably just see them continue on into the VU area. Probably trying to wait for something to make ice palace a little bit better.
Yep. Okay, well, if you can't get the good boomerang, I guess that works as a consolation prize.
No. Hookshot is best boomerang.
That's true.
We will accept no substitutes.
I mean, some enemies just refuse to accept the hookshot's authority, though, so, you know.
Then we bring upon them the crusade. Smite the evildoers.
Yeah. Yeah, Gibdos in particular are my favorite heretics when it comes to denying hookshot. I mean, you can say no to the hookshot, but you will not dismiss the fire rod so easily.
moocow gonna run around, gonna come down and grab the sick kid now before heading into the dark world. Pick it up there, $50.
Yep. Hey, more happy slashes. We're going to get a peek at Pendant Skull here. While Homewrecker goes through the motions and just cleans up everything that Moocow's already done.
Moocow not playing around with these Gibdos, just going to use Ether, just put them on the ground, especially with that full magic drop right there, just making their recovery even more easy.
Oh, very convenient.
You know, from that insane start we had with all the items throughout the Light World, it has been pretty barren the last 12, 13 minutes of just nothing.
Yeah, that's how these front-loaded seeds are. You think you're going to get, everything right out of the gate, and then it's just a grudge to the remaining 2 or 3 items that you need.
Moocow, gonna check this pedestal. We'll see if that changes their opinion on doing the back of Skull Woods or not.
He already sunk time into doing the middle segment, so okay.
I think if you've decided to open it, you're kind of pot committed just to finish it now, because coming back here, if it is important, isn't possible.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't like it with the entire Village of Outcasts awaiting, but maybe he feels like this is a play he needs to make.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, you may be right there too. This may be a meta play of, okay, this is probably something my opponent won't do. What if it's just back here? So Moocow going to the back for that chest under the bridge, but not deciding to finish the dungeon. Again, there could just be an item on Moth, so I don't know about that one.
It's a decent hedge. That first chest is pretty quick to check, and he just doesn't want to commit the time to actually go into the boss. So
I don't know. I feel like you've already gone that distance. You might as well just finish it out. But yeah. If you were going to beat the boss, I don't think you go back there at all. Then
no. One last shot before we know that the item's on the boss. Oh.
Well.
I forgot about the big key.
Gross.
Nice bomb.
Okay. He knows better than I do. Good call on Moocow's part.
Yep.
That's both items out of Skull Woods, and we know it's an unnecessary pendant.
And now he's thinking, where do I go? Like, obviously, Village is there, but do you feel the urge to, clear around it? Because he probably knows his opponent, or thinks his opponent is just going to rush Village of Outcasts, so he wants to try and spike something somewhere else get an advantage.
Yeah, we still need plenty, so I think checking Graveyard Ledge, checking Bumper Ledge, doing all, do the Smith Chain while you're in Vu, all those things I think apply here. Yeah, you're still at least 4 items short.
I mean, we could see this taken all the way to Catfish, honestly.
Yeah, if you're going to do the loop, now's the time.
Yep, this is the one time I don't hate a Catfish play.
Yeah, having already finished Pod and doing the Pyramid, there's no other real good time to run it in. Yeah, I am of the opinion that I'm going to Thieves Town and Vu in this scenario, but I don't hate if he wants to push Catfish here. But Homewrecker, nice clean pod clear for Helma and grabbing their next crystal.
Yep. And Moo has turned around and is in fact headed for Village of Outcasts. Said no to Catfish, which means of course Catfish is going to have something, and both of these runners are going to get to it. Hard last location.
Oh, Home, are you going to run out for Catfish?
Oh, he would. Oh, it was a comedy of errors in week 1 when we were doing co-op AD. One member of each team ran out of pod to check.
I remember.
Yeah, it was. We needed Yakety Stacks playing over that. It was comical.
Even if this is the right call and there's something on Catfish, he's wrong.
Even when you're right, you're wrong. That's. Look, if Rando doesn't have an official motto, I'm putting that one in the hat.
Yeah. No, I'll give you that one. That's pretty great.
Nice $20.
All right. So nothing in Vu, and we're gonna see moocow push into Thieves Town now. I feel like there's got to be something here. Oh, a bottle. We're good.
Oh, one step closer to bottle percent. That's got to count for something.
Yeah, Dark World's been very barren. We could see this very much turn into a follow the breadcrumbs kind of thing at the end, where one thing leads you to the next, which leads you to the next, and that's just kind of it.
Yep. This seed feels dirty enough to have, I don't know, vanilla or French vanilla hookshot.
Yes.
I'm not saying I want that, but I could see it.
I want it now.
All that walking for 3 bombs. Oh boy. Now, if Homewrecker hadn't checked Catfish, he would have like Ice Rod or something. It's
right.
Schrodinger's progression.
Yeah. Yeah, the algorithm changes. I want Samaria on the Smith Chain for Flute in TR, for Ice Rod in the Pyramid.
Oh, stop yourself.
You know what? When you run out of pod to go to Catfish, these are the things you bring on yourself.
Looks like we're going to get a K45 and possibly Bombo's tablet check here. Nope. Oh, yeah, Stumpy. Homewrecker hasn't been over here yet. I was thinking this was going to be K45 and Bombo's tablet in the swamp, but we forgot about Stumpy.
I like Homewrecker's pathing here, going from the south up into Vu, especially knowing that the pedestal's dead, trying to stay out of Skullwoods as best they can, probably.
Yep. Nice fluff. I mean, even if Homewrecker gets bottle percent, he could have filled all of them with fresh blue goo, even without that 50 that he just picked up. Nice fluff. All right, we got a Smith chain play here from Homewrecker while Moocow heads down into the depths of Thieves Town.
And I think there's 3 items in the rest of Thieves Town. I think we found all the dungeon items at this point.
Yep. Yeah, this Thieves Town is all business up front. The party's back here. Okay, home, you'll fluff the 50, but not the 300. Okay, dude.
Get the money.
If he breaks an even grand, he has to pay luxury tax. So he's trying to avoid that.
Okay, where are the items? Holy cats.
Go to swamp. Go to swamp. Tracker tells us there were, in fact, 2 items in the front of Thieves, but I guess they were just so unremarkable that we didn't really snap to that.
Yeah, are we down to like purple chest and swamp?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and Bombo's tablet? I think that's it.
Yep.
What a very boring Dark World.
Yeah. Nice map. And nice blind kill.
Yeah, at the hour mark, we're all tied up again.
Yep. And Homewrecker enters just as Moocow exits. Not quite a high 5, but pretty close. Oh, we got a fluffer. Yes. Nice fluff. Oh, Moo still hasn't checked Magic Bat. Gonna get that out of the way. Nice arrows.
Yeah, Moo being able just to route this as part of his normal route saves a little bit of time of walking back.
Yep. The home almost had the God Pixel there. Nice dash regardless.
Yeah, one unfortunate thing about Moo's routing here, he's going to have to lift that rock a couple more times to get through the Smith chain.
Yep. And with our runners pretty much just retracing each other's steps, the seconds you give up get more and more precious. Now, if Move bluffs this one, I'm going to have questions. I will admit that. No, not an ad. Not now. Chat, please let us know if he flipped. I know he didn't. I'm memeing. Don't listen to me.
I think it's interesting that Moo didn't grab the Smith.
Yeah, might just decide Smith Chain doesn't exist, which, I mean, we've all been there, but the checks are drying up pretty quick, so I don't know that I would skip that. Like, this is your best chance. You can route it pretty cleanly into Bombo's Tablet and Swamp. All right, speaking of Bombo's Tablet. No. Oh, there we go. $20. Well, Homewrecker versus Blind has commenced. Chat telling us moocow did not fluff that $1 in K45. Shame on you. Oh, looks like Moose says no thank you to Hookless Swamp and is going to Ice instead.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm not against the play. You take care of the crystal that you believe you can beat. Makes a lot more sense than diving a hookless swamp. And with Specky Clip still fresh in everyone's brains and hearts, you know, that kind of appeals more than dipping it in hopes that something's there.
That's true. Turns out we were wrong anyway. That was just a cape grab off of Hylia Island, and now where's moocow going?
He's never turned to the mushroom.
Ah, mushroom turn in. Got it. If Homewrecker stays out of the middle and back of Skull here, this won't be too much of a time sink. Because both items are in the front here. A little bit of Goonies too. That fits Skullwoods pretty well, I think.
moocow taking the time to dump his inferior potions for supply of blues. Plenty of money, so.
Yep.
So what's the next progression that we find? Is it Samaria? Is it Samaria, Flute?
I could see Flute and Swamp, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's Flute next. Well, I hope not, actually. That'd be terrible. I take it back. I want it to be the hook. I'm not that morbid.
No, you're secretly hoping for it, but you're being nice verbally. We got it.
It's just Hook and Swamp.
That doesn't really open a whole lot, though. It's Hookshot Cave, but
no, you'll find Hook and Swamp, and then you'll find like Flute in the back.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I guess I should have been specific.
Yeah, that works.
moocow just getting all the upgrades. Like, fine, we're just gonna go all the way with this. Yeah, let's be sure. I have plenty for that bomb jump.
Got a nice cotton candy colored ice palace here for moocow.
Yeah, there you go, moocow. No, there's no sense of slashing at those things. Just pull out the bombos and finish them off.
Yep. I mean, I like bomb strats in this room, but those can be tricky. So if you're not comfortable with that, yeah, just use your swirly coin and go about your day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, all the fun tricks and clips and glitches are all fun and everything, but the name of the game is just get across the finish line alive. There's no shame in pulling a bombos and just smoking that room.
Yep. Yep. Having done my fair share of low percent GT climbs, I am not ashamed to use my medallions whenever necessary. Oh, nice save. Thought moocow might have worked the double bomb kill there in the Stalfos Night Room, but saved it nicely. And moocow is going to say no to the Ice Palace bomb. Oh, no, he forgot. Okay, there we go. This is going to be Bombo's tablet, or purple chest into Bombo's tablet into most likely swamp for Homewrecker. Oh, moocow hits the bomb jump, but then does look. I know we have the Nilsson bonk in Spec Rock. The we could just christen this the moocow fall.
The Nilsson bonk just makes me smile. And
It really does.
I don't say that to make fun of Nilsson Alex, but it's just so funny.
Oh, we love him. If we didn't, we wouldn't razz on him a little bit.
Mookow's just up a little too high.
Yeah, this jump can be tricky.
That's got it. There it is. Yep. Good job.
Yep.
But yeah, having nothing left, it looks like it's call into swamp here.
Yep.
Moocow, push the button.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like the visual cue for
no, buddy.
I feel like the visual cue for Ice Palace bomb jump is a little different than most setups for things like this. Most of them you utilize your sprite's shadow. That can be pretty tricky with this one.
Yeah, I use the triangles and the number of pixels that I can see underneath my feet.
Yep.
So it looks like a Hookless Swamp has something, at least one item.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Bang on the banana.
I'm sorry, runners.
I didn't roll this. I'm not sorry.
I spoke it into existence.
Yeah, you can give this game stinks. I'll let you have this one.
This game stinks!
Attaboy. At least letting them get the new Specky clip in. Could have been worse.
Yep. And the Homewrecker immediately heading for left side, deciding, that hook shot doesn't open a whole lot. There's probably something else buried here.
I think if you last location swamp, you kind of have to do it all.
Yep. Looks like we're going to get the bum diver down set up here. Nicely done.
Moocow is just about done fishing his items out of Ice Palace.
Yeah, this Ice Palace is a trudge, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we'll see if they want to go back for the Smith Chain or just go back into Swamp.
Nice hook shot swag there, going to the left side of Swamp for Homewrecker.
That little clip makes me so nervous because you can get stuck so quick.
Yep. Let me tell you, nothing will make you feel like a clown more than doing that on Restream.
There we go.
Yikes.
The runners had everything for Swamp very early. The hammer was in CAC. The mirror was sitting in Mini Moldorm Cave. And let's see, the flippers were... Oh yeah, flippers were on Bottle Vendor. So the second you went to Dark World, you gotta come in here. Now, there are way better options.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
All right, so Homewrecker's looking for, looks like Ice Rods, Samaria, and that's it?
Yeah.
Yeesh. Oh, and the Arrow of Destiny. No big key yet. Unfortunately, has to skip the big chest. Hopefully it locked itself. There's a, what, 20% chance that it did that?
Moo taking their time getting through this cold stare fight. There's another puff down. Has potions and could have used them, but I think he's trying to hold on to resources. There he goes.
Yep.
He doesn't need it.
Nah. Potions are bottles are for babies.
All right, that's another dungeon down, and we're back to a tied dungeon count. And
Whoa.
yes, vindication. Let me see. I want all the emotes. I want every emote right now. Josh Royale, this is your time.
Beer, you too. Come on.
Okay, did Moo miss a check?
There we go. This looks like a miscount.
Oh no.
Oh, those mirror shields are so beautiful. And Homewrecker faces off against Argus, and this boss is unfortunately Homewrecker. You can't do that. Nice try, but you can't do that. No, this boss is wow, my train of thought just left the station without any passengers. So League is not using fast ROM. League is still on slow ROM, and this boss is unfortunately still kind of a pain in slow ROM. So
Good double hook strats throughout. Yeah,
Yep.
Moo must have not done the right side, not having keys or a hook shot, and not wanting to bomb jump, which I agree with.
yeah,
I think that may be what happens here. That's super unfortunate, knowing that there's nothing here.
yeah, that makes sense. Holmes going back in. Well,
Yeah, big chest.
I mean, but you just got hook shot and flute out of here. That's it's Mire Shed plus at least one check out of Mire plus checkerboard cave plus hook shot. I don't know. If he okay,
My dungeon provides all.
I stand corrected.
Come to the well and drink deep.
I stand extremely corrected. This game stinks.
Man, if you rush Swamp right into Dark World, you are flying in this seed.
Wow.
Night, Cody. That was terrible. Yeah, hookless Swamp with everything else you could do dungeon-wise in the Dark World that's such an ask. It does not surprise me
Yep.
that it was the last location. Like, that's terrible.
Looks like the goose is loose over on Homewrecker's side.
Yeah, this will be an immediate flute to the Mire area, I'm sure.
Yep.
And it's just going to be sitting in checkerboard or something at this point. I think we've gotten through the nasty.
No, it's on Laser Bridge. We all know it.
Oh yeah, the vacation home. You're probably right.
I mean, you know, for an item that supposedly freezes, it's burned us all so many times.
Moocow look like they're having a think of where they want to go here. They don't have much else left either. They have the Smith Chain, and then they have Swamp.
Yeah, just go to Swamp. Nice half magic in Mire Shed.
Yes, please.
I do love that. Especially if this turns out to be Master Sword Ganon.
Moocow looks like they're on their way to Swamp as well. This could be a situation where if Moo feels they're behind, they try to skip left side, and they're going to be severely punished if they do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, Moo. Just bite the bullet and full clear it. Of course, that's easy for us to say from up here in the booth. But in Moo's position, I might get that hook. Oh, no. Hook shot alone, I don't think
No.
No. Now, hook shot and flute is where the trouble begins, because those together open up enough things that I might think Samaria is elsewhere. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know, because flute only gives you the Mire area, it doesn't give you a Mire completion, and nor does it give you anything in TR. Yeah, I agree with chat in this scenario. You clear out Mr. Mire, and it basically just leaves the mountain, TR, and then the Pyramid Fairy.
Just 2 keys on the right side of Mire.
Moo hit their Specky Clip. Now I'm going to go deeper into Swamp. We'll see what they want to do.
This pathing tells me this might be a left side skip. Homewrecker heading over to the Firelock chests in Mire. First one has Heart Container. So if my math is correct, this is going to be 50-50 on being either the second item or the big key. Otherwise, it's going to be map or compass. And I guess Homewrecker not feeling confident in his coin flip. Okay, we are not getting a left side swamp skip. Thank you, moocow. Yep, compass.
Unfortunately for moocow, for the number of checks that are left in this seed, this is going to get real linear real quick.
Yep.
There's not really a lot of places left where they can go that home might leave off for a while looking for the ice rod.
Nope.
At least one that doesn't involve another mountain climb.
Right. Pyramid Fairy might be the best out for Red Stalfos Exterminators right now. And that's assuming Homewrecker does not check that before climbing the mountain again. Okay. Big key in the 5th check of Mire. Excuse me, 6th check. Forgot about the lobby chest. Yeah, Juice Town not delivering the juice just yet. But maybe Vidi has. It's always funny when Vidi has silvers. She's like, oh, I could have used those, 15 seconds ago. Looks like moocow is not familiar with Diver Down, so we're getting old school swamp clear strats here.
Yeah, I might just be more comfortable with Samaria versus doing it with bombs.
Yep.
I know I only learned bombs a short time ago.
Yeah, bomb diver down can be. I mean, once you put the time in to learn it, it's not too bad, but it is definitely more nuanced, I guess I would say, than just a simple Samaria block. To answer chat's question, yes, there is an item in Hera Basement, but it's bad.
Yeah, just a piece of heart hanging out in Hero Basement today.
Are we getting spin strats or lawnmower strats or bow strats? Home, you coward. Okay, there we go. All right, just slash spam strats, which is not a bad idea. It's practically free because with half magic, your magic's already draining slower, and when you spam sword slashes, it severely slows down your magic drain rate. So nice right there. Pumps Vidi full of arrows, and that will be crystal number 6. Yeah, definitely. Anyone in Homewreckers chat, please feel free to get an exclamation mark coward in. He earned it with that Vidi fight. Looks like Homewrecker is going to take that Pyramid Ferry out away from Red Stalfos Exterminators here.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to this either. I mean, you've already full cleared most everything. You don't want to climb the mountain again. If it's not here, then you just go up the mountain and you know you're never coming back down.
Right.
If this is even a sword, it might be worth your time.
Yep.
Moocow making the right call to go back into Swamp Palace for that last check, going to be super rewarded. That's another thing they could have left for a little bit.
Yep. Played it correctly. That little snafu and ice is unfortunate, but this is about the best cleanup you can hope for from that. I love how the super bomb just wags its fuse like a little tail when you're walking vertically.
Right?
Just me and my pet explosive here out for a walk. Cow gets that Samaria. And Pyramid's blown open. What do we got for Homewrecker? Ice Rod.
Go mode.
That's go mode. Good call.
I need to step away just for a minute.
Yep. And Homewrecker being the coward that he is, I expect a peek into Hook Cave here to try and spike a tempered before he goes into TR. Because, you know, half magic and 3 bottles is not safe enough. Oh, Dead Rocks say no. Runs off to the left to reset them. Nicely done. I am just memeing, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's just going straight in. Listen, I would not trade cast boots for, oh God, what's it? Limp Bizkit's debut album on cassette. This mode stinks. I don't want it. Ever. More than happy to call a game for it, but I don't want to play it. Look, I'm already signed up for Champions Ganon Hunt. I don't. No, give me the meme modes. I don't want to do these. I don't want to do cast boots. Okay. Look, DM me and we'll arrange information for you to use my account and play cast boots. Just kidding, admins. We're not doing that. You would know by the fact that somebody's actually executing dash lines well that it's not me on my account. I have in fact heard of True Keck Priest, and look, I've championed against Dorando for so long, but watching a few True Keck Priest seeds, I could be convinced to change my ways. Listen, Josh is a bum. He's so on brand with this team that he dodged week 1. He went around the world to dodge week 1.
My apologies.
Oh, you're good. Just trying to rip on my teammates here. I guess, de facto captain is trying to put me in this terrible mode. This mode stinks. Home, what are you doing? Home is scared of that. What is it? 3 or I guess 3.25%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coward.
I wonder if they're just hedging for a sword potentially.
Maybe.
I mean, at this point, I think I'm dodging. Do I dodge? I don't know if I dodge laser bridge. I guess it depends. How much do you feel like you're behind? Do you dodge laser bridge here?
Nah. All of GT awaits, but who knows how much of it you're going to see. Maybe the big key's just on the torch or in Hope Room.
Interesting. If there's no key on laser bridge, then Homebreaker just got super bailed out by that key in the big chest.
I mean, Homewrecker's got Mirror Shield. How do you not do Laser Bridge with Mirror Shield? It was literally designed for it. Yeah, he's going for... Oh! No! These boots have been a little slippery for both of these runners tonight. Okay, Coward Male on the bridge. Perfect. Staying on brand. Home, you have Mirror Shield. Just walk. Thank you.
Oh, no, they'd have been fine.
That's time loss that he's never going to get back. This is going to be the big key for moocow. And gets the unfortunate news that Vidi has the second item here.
Yeah, Yeah, that's another check I don't mind doing in this scenario. You're really looking for a sword or silver to speed up the rest of the scene.
Yep. We know where one sword is, fortunately, but that one's not getting picked up.
Yeah, for those who may have missed the start of the scene, there's a sword on Lumberjack Ledge.
Yeah. Yeah, these runners are good enough to be comfortable, if not thrilled, with a Master Sword Ganon. So yeah, we're not going to see an Aga 1 kill to get that picked up.
Homewrecker says, to heck with your hammer strats. Master Sword is the only sword. I mean, until this phase, obviously.
Has he fought any bosses with just one weapon yet?
No,
This guy's going full MacGyver on every single boss.
every part of the elephant, man.
I love it. And with that, that is crystal number 7 for Homewrecker, who will be off to GT.
Something, big key guessing game, something numbers.
Yeah. We still have one item left to find. That's the GT Big Key. It's somewhere in the basement. There are 22 spots where it could be. If you want to guess where that's going to be, put a number in the chat. Or a location name if you like to do that. Yeah, I knew he was going to dig this after TR.
I'm fine with this. Looking for a sword.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, I'd have done the same thing.
Did not pay off, unfortunately.
Looks like moocow standing like right in the big eye of Vitreous, maybe trying to put him down with the sword as opposed to fighting it with the bow at all.
I mean, it's doable if you're
a mad lad.
Yeah. Crystal's up. And Homewrecker will walk through the front door of GT at 136.11. And we're going right. $20. $5.
Now, does moocow just race the mountain looking for Ice Rod, or does he do the big bomb?
Tough call. Yep, big bomb.
Okay, it's gonna work out for him.
Yep, making all the right calls here. That little trip up in ice is just a little too much to overcome here. Check number 7. The DM route pays dividends yet again. Oh, this music feels appropriate for the climb.
Right.
Kyle's going to pick up his ice rod here.
So there's moocow in go mode. Gonna rush up and tackle TR.
Yep. And as we enter the home stretch here, no pun intended, please give both of these runners a follow. They've put on a very good race here tonight.
Yeah, definitely want to take a moment to shout out our runners, but also to shout out our crew, our tracker, Lady Laura Linda, the premier tracker. We also our restreamer, Yorker's wife. Thank you so much for stepping in and grabbing this one for us.
Yeah,
Michael, come late bit.
absolutely.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
Yep. Always a pleasure. This is our first time in the booth together. Definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, a rounding success. I always like calming. I always feel like I'm a better talker than I am runner, so.
I'm with you on that. One look at my ladder performance this season is all you need to see why.
Moocow with the right response to getting dead rocked about 3 times trying to fit through that gap.
Nice torches 1. To the 6th floor we go for torches 2.
Yeah, especially pushing through with just Master Sword here. Holmes really had a really tight climb.
Yep. Just money upstairs so far. That last sword is probably buried in the basement. Oh, silver up here, though.
There you go.
That's
That's a good catch. That's going to save so much time.
Yep. That looks like it might have been a poke. Yep, it was a poke.
Moldorm has had enough of your insolence, sir.
Yep. Don't poke the worm. Well, at least you can't poke with the hammer, so nice call here. And again, home record just using everything in the arsenal on every boss.
He's just going to pull the book out and start reflecting fireballs here in a minute.
Yeah, I was going to say we better see net Aga2 here.
I will literally die. Well, I hope you don't get dizzy easy, because we're going to be seeing some spins.
Yep. Now, I was watching Mr. Ed run a cross-key seed earlier, and Hammer, in fact, works on Aga2 as well, so Homewrecker has options here on his Swiss Army knife.
Oh,
but
nice.
Yeah, nice triple. But it's all with swords, though. How
so casual.
Boring.
Basic. Oh, the wall eats that fireball. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Some slashes of frustration there. 5-cycle Aga2, but he is down. I wish we would get to hear this track for a little bit longer. It's a banger. But unfortunately, Homewrecker has a date with the pig. And a date with ads, apparently.
Are you serious? Right now, home?
Again, anyone else who happens to be in League and watching this, if one of the ALTTPR League channels picks up your match, please turn your ads off. Because they do not have the luxury of turbo that some of the larger networks have. Moocow is going to give us a look at Mimic Cave. Interesting.
Yeah, I would guess probably looking for a sword or some other kind of offense.
Yeah, I would bet Mookow's not quite as comfortable with a Master Sword setup. There it is.
Wow, good call.
The good news is this being Master Sword, it's not likely the fight will be over by the time Homewrecker comes back, so we'll at least be able to see the finish.
He is rocking through phase 3 right now.
That was a quick first couple of phases then. Must have been some real friendly patterns.
Give a little MSU switch over to the TMT Retro, being run by Moocow. It's actually one of his arrangements, and it might be one of the best MSUs out there.
Oh yeah, I do like this one.
Home doing a lot of menuing to try to switch back and forth between his necessary items, trying to figure out which one he wants to use to put Ganon down. But Ganon is exploding on Homewrecker's stream.
So even though you can't see it, go ahead and get your GGs in chat for Homewrecker.
Go ahead and give him a go ahead and give him that GG as they get ready to cross the line.
The timing on that ad ending, beautiful.
Well done. Crossing with an official time of 1:46:09. GG's to Homewrecker and the Cowardly Dodgers taking this match in week 2.
Oh, GGs.
Dude, turn your sticking ads off.
Yeah.
Killing us, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the ad ended just as you were phasing into the Triforce room. That was beautiful timing.
That was pretty clutch. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
That was
totally
nice.
legit. It's totally legit. I promise.
Hey, Homewrecker, GG, bud.
Thank you for GG's. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Oh gosh, I think that seed won between the three of us, the two racers in that seed. I think the seed won.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we kind of knew what you guys were in for when there was pretty much nothing left of the Light World by the time you got Dark World access, because you guys had to do everything.
We do want to take a second to say that Moocow, seeing the results, has decided to throw in the towel and forfeit the rest of the match. So I want to get GG's in for Moocow and welcome them to the booth. What's up, bud? GG.
GG's.
That seed. Wait, hold on. I'll let Lightbit say it. Go ahead, bud.
This game stinks!
That's my man.
It really does.
That swamp. You guys were so stacked with items. Like, your Dark World access was at like 35 minutes or something, but you had literally cleared the entire Light World, so it didn't feel that bad. Between the two of you, we had seen everything, and then Dark World was just dead for like a half hour.
I was putting off Swamp as long as I could because I wasn't going to enter with the hook shot. And then I got down and I did Ice Palace, and I have no idea how I did Ice Palace. I completely disastered that Ice Palace, but that's about the only major thing I felt I did wrong. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, at this point, I was like, I'm just going to go in the Swamp and hope that it's French vanilla. And there it is, first chest. I'm like, gee, thanks, Seed.
Well, and it had plenty of bait, too, with the flute on the left side and then Samaria in the big chest. You could have left with any two of those items and left the other.
Well, my plan was when I was going in there, when I got the hook shot, I was like, I'm just going to do the whole thing. And I'll be honest, I felt really good about this seed for my skill level. I was like, I didn't feel like it was a disaster seed, even though I know it was, but I didn't feel like it. I felt really good about everything. And I was like, when I get into a TR and I just took a chance on Mimic Cave and got the sword, I'm like, I feel pretty good about this. And then the next thing I know, boom, home's done. It's like, well, so much for that.
Yeah, actually, you guys were almost identical for most of this. The only real difference in the beginning was Homewrecker held off on Desert Palace until they had a fire source and was able to clear the whole thing for nothing. And you cleared Hera for nothing. That was it. That was the entire difference of your guys' early route up until Homewrecker went to Ice and then you went to Pod. Pod felt like the better option because you could kind of feel like if I'm waiting for Samaria to make Ice faster. But when you went into Skull Woods and then you went into the back to get the chest but didn't finish it and you kind of walked back and forth a little bit between areas, whereas Homewrecker had a very clear, this is my plan, ABC, this is how I'm going to go. That's when he started to overtake you. It wasn't until that point.
Yeah, it was pretty much... I couldn't get my brain and my hands to be on the same page there at times during the seed. So I was like, I know what I was thinking in my head, but then my hands were doing another thing. So that wasn't a good thing about it, but, I think honestly his execution was probably going to overtake me anyway, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it too much. I mean, eventually it would have. But, overall, I felt pretty good about everything. It was just, a couple of unfortunate situations, and that's that.
Yeah, the mess up in Ice Palace and the riding there really put you behind the 8-ball. And whereas
I have no idea what I did.
Yeah,
I
couldn't follow it at
did.
first for a minute either, and it just kind of stuff got missed, and then Homewrecker was just streamlining at that point. And once you got through Swamp, it was very linear. It was the Mire area, Pyramid, TR. There was nothing else to do at that point. But I want to bring it back to Homewrecker for a second. Let's talk about some of your boss fights, man. I think you used every item in your inventory on some of these fights.
Hey, I play a lot of mysteries. You
Yeah.
get familiar with using a bunch of stuff.
We were waiting for you to spin the net on Aga just to get it out there.
I probably should have, but
You should have. We were hoping for it.
Everything
your
after the
Landmolus-
first cycle might have gone better.
Your Landmolus was like bow, sword, hammer, fire rod, magic powder. Like it was everything.
Oh yeah, I will admittedly tell people that I don't practice NMG Landmos. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and get a couple arrow shots in. I've got 2 pops of my fire rod. That'll get me something, and then hammer's gonna do more damage quicker than charging up Master Sword. So yeah, I was just did the best I could there.
Yeah, chat informing us that you well, we were interrupted by an ad at the time, but apparently you put the net to good use at Ice as well. So nice use of your Swiss Army knife there, bud.
I don't know what I did there. I know at some point I snagged a fairy from something. Unless I was just like rotating, I might have just been pushing through quick swap stuff and not where I was at and kept mashing a button. That's probably what happened.
It was pretty impressive, regardless. So this is just game 1 between your teams, right? There's still another game to be coming up. Do we know when that is and who's playing?
It's Sunday. Yoinker's wife is taking on Josh Bittner.
Yeah, I don't know what time exactly. I think they said Sunday evening. Let me double check here.
Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
There we go.
Really just leaving it off till last.
Well, Josh apparently is a global traveler now, so he's gonna need at least that much time just to recover from his jet lags.
Right.
Yeah.
Chat knows just. Yeah, he's so on brand with this dodging thing that he went around the world to dodge week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been obligated to inform you that there was great rejoicing at that mirror shield.
Oh, I was so mad. But at that point, I was like, you know what? Might as well be. I'm full clearing the seed anyway. I wasn't sure if this was Hundo Keys without the key sanity at one point. Oh, man.
But yeah, Cowardly Dodgers, GG on getting your second win for the season. Definitely getting up there. Red Stalfo still looking for that first win to get you on the board. but there's plenty of league. We can go for quite a bit, so you got time.
Yep, GG's again, home.
Yeah, GG's moocow. Ah.
You know what? GG's late bit.
Yeah, GG's. GG's chat.
Yeah, GG chat.
GG's
indeed.
the Saha bot. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. The weird thing was you had everything you needed for Swamp when you went to Dark World. If someone just gambled dives, you finished the scene so quick.
Yeah, exactly. If you gamble dive, you're go moding what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dungeons? Like,
Yeah, but there's no one does that, but not with 3 other completable dungeons. That's ridiculous. And yet, here we are.
Yeah, beer
Yeah,
was done
that-
like an hour ago.
Right?
oh gosh. Gosh, okay.
All right. So, any last thoughts, you guys? Any words of advice for your teammates?
Don't suck like me, yoinkers. You can win. I know you've beaten Josh before, so it's on you now.
Yeah, Josh is calling a team meeting for us to work on dash lines apparently, but I wouldn't touch this mode with a 49.5-foot pole, so I'm skipping that. I'm dodging that team meeting.
Oh man, the fight between the late bit and I to dodge this week was something. It was something.
Look, I fell on the champions Ganon hunt grenade for you. This is the least you could do is entertain us with your Swiss Army knife shenanigans. So good show, good show.
But hey, I requested to face home though. I asked him if he would work, if we could race each other. So, you know, I was just glad that he did. I just wanted to race someone I knew and thought it would be fun.
Yeah, glad it worked out.
All right, I think that's going to do it for us. I want to thank the tracker, Lady Laura Linda. Once again, thank you for being the premier tracker. Shout out to Younker's wife for doing the restream for us. And yeah, there's plenty more races in Link to come. We're just barely starting in week 2, so keep an eye on the Link to the Past Link channel for even more races to come. Want to shout out our runners one more time. Homewrecker and moocow, thanks for putting on a great show. And late bit, I'll let you finish it off.
Yep, I think that's about gonna do it. As my co-com said, keep an eye on this channel and the ALTTPR League 2 channel for some more matches. And the Speed Gaming Network is also carrying several matches. Looks like they have one lined up at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. That's in the Invitational League. That's going to be Namefaker versus Aaron Snurd. And then there's one tomorrow afternoon as well. That's going to be Magno versus Tito. So a couple of really good Invitational League matches over on the Speed Gaming Network. And I think that's about going to do it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it happens to be in your part of the world. Take care out there.
Thanks, everyone.